All right, y'all, man. It's your boy Homeballer 2 times for me. Back in the video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at Homeballer 2 times. Now, look, just video this time, talking about you are evolving quietly. Do not rush what's already aligned, right? Do not rush the alignment, right? Now, look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all that literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock me, showing love and support. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna love always deeply. Also, if you want to buy my ebook, you can. It's $10.90. Link is gonna be in the description and it's gonna be in the comments. Now let's go ahead and get more deep into the video. Right, you are quietly evolving. Don't rush the alignment, right? What does this mean, right? What this means is, bro, you are evolving, right? Even if it don't seem like you evolving, right? Even if it don't feel like you evolving, bro, you are evolving, right? It's not that you're stepping into the new timeline. No, you are already the new timeline, right? You see what I'm saying, right? A lot of times we think, oh, well, I'm not there yet, or I'm not da-da-da. Bro, why are you telling yourself that? Why are you telling yourself I'm not there yet? I get it. It's good to be realistic with yourself. I do agree with that. But bro, you manifesting, right? So you need to be already in that energy of, bro, I'm already that. I'm already what I'm trying to attract. You need to already step into that energy and really move and really feel that you're in that energy mentally as well, right? This is how you attract. This is how you actually become that, right? You see what I'm saying? Another thing too, right? You evolving, right? So just because it may not look like you're evolving doesn't mean that you're not evolving. We are constantly evolving, but it's up to you to control rather how you're going to evolve. Are you going to evolve in positive energy, or are you going to evolve in negative energy? Because we're constantly evolving, but the choice is up to you rather if you're going to evolve negatively or positively, right? You see what I'm saying? Which one are you going to do? Which one are you going to evolve from, right? You are constantly evolving, right? You see what I'm saying? Right? A lot of times we think like, I'm going to give an example, right? The physical body. A lot of times people think their physical body stops evolving once they hit a certain age, or, you know, oh, I'm not growing no more because I hit this age, or I'm 18 or 19, so I'm not going to grow anymore, da-da-da. Yeah, that might be true. You might not grow anymore physically, but your mind is still growing, right? You know what I'm saying? Your cells are still growing. Things in your body, things inside your avatar are still growing. You see what I'm saying? Your nails are still growing. Your ether, your hair is still growing, right? You see what I'm saying, etc. Right? The body avatar never stops growing, to be honest, bro. You see what I'm saying? Right? The only time the avatar stops growing is when you are about to transcend, right? Or when you're about to die, right? So look, right? You are quietly evolving, right? What does this mean? Let's go deeper, right? So since you are quietly evolving, you are evolving. You are becoming a better person. You might not really realize it at the moment. You might not feel like you're putting in enough work, but you are evolving. You're becoming that person that you've always wanted to be. You're starting to feel more like that person that you wanted to become, right? You're starting to dress how you truly always wanted to dress, right? You're starting to step into that higher new element, that higher new dorm, the higher new frequency, the higher realms. You're stepping into the higher realms. You're stepping into the frequency realms, right? You're not just looking at a day as it's just being a day, or this is a boring day. You're looking at it as an opportunity. You're looking at it as a way how you can spark something different positively in your reality, right? You're not just looking at today, oh, today's a filler day, today's a boring day. No day is boring, right? And there's no such thing. The thing is with being bored, it's not what is wrong with being bored? A lot of people get great ideas when they're bored. A lot of people get very focused and get very determined and get very passionate when they are bored. What is wrong with being bored, right? You see what I'm saying? Why do you think a lot of people in jail, they be all cut up and ripped, but they're eating horribly? Because in jail, they don't feed you correctly anyway. So why are they so cut up and all, right? Because they're bored. They're in there for hours, days, months, years, weeks. It's like, if I'm gonna be here, why not get my body in shape, right? Why not start reading books and start learning? A lot of people in jail, they be mad smart. A lot of people in jail, they could, I'm not saying they should, but a lot of people in jail, they could go really teach the school systems for real. Because a lot of people in jail, they mad smart. Because you got to think about it. They be in jail for years, days, months, weeks. They be bored. So it's like, dang, I might as well, you know, we got time to go in the library for 2 hours. I don't like reading. I ain't going in there. But after a while, after him being in jail for 2 years straight, after a while, bro, he going to start reading them books. He going to start, you know what? He going to start dropping his ego. He can be like, you know what, bro, I'm going to just read a page. Next thing you know, he read a chapter. Next thing you know, he done read the whole book. Now he moving on to a whole nother book. Now he in the cell. He got 2, 3, 4 books with him, right? Dude never liked to work out, but once he went to jail, now he want to work out. I'm using jail as an example, bro, because a lot of times people be bored in jail because a lot of times people not on no cell phone, people not really watching TV like that. And if they are, it's just for a certain amount of time, right? You see what I'm saying? And if they do go play basketball, let them play football in the jail room, whatever. It might just be for an hour or an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, right? But most of the time, they're just being bored, right? This is why a lot of people who be in jail, they be having so many ideas. They get out of jail, event like later on, they start their own business. Like, how you do that? You was just in jail 3, 4 years ago because they was already envisioning it. They was already manifesting it in jail. It was already created when they was in jail, bro. They was already creating it when they was in jail, right? Now, I'm not sitting here telling you go to jail so you can, tap into your creativity more. No, bro, you can do that at your house, bro, at your apartment, wherever you live at. You can do that now. You can do that in nature. You don't got to go to jail to do that, bro. You see what I'm saying? You can just simply, wherever you live at, you can just simply take time and get off your phone, right? And be in real reality, right? You see what I'm saying? You are evolving. So even when you don't think that you are evolving, you still are evolving. Like I said, we are constantly evolving. So since we are constantly evolving, it's imperative that you it's imperative that you might want to move in a positive way, right? You see what I'm saying? It's important to know that you are always evolving, because when you are aware that you are always evolving, you may start to realize, oh, since I am always evolving, which type of evolving am I going to choose? The negative evolving or the positive evolving, right? And the reason why I say quietly evolving, because sometimes we're evolving, but it's little steps. It's little baby steps, but we're not really paying it too much mind, right? Okay, I don't really work out today. You know what? I'm going to work out today. Okay, I did a couple curl exercises, did a few push-ups, did some stretches. I called it a day. You might not look at that as a win, but that's a win, bro. The day before, you ain't work out. This whole month, you ain't work out. But today, you decided to work out. That's a win, bro. That's a plus. That's a W, right? Quietly evolving, quiet steps, right? Everything don't got to be loud steps. You don't got to always, hey, y'all, look at me. I'm quiet steps. I'm building. I'm in the lab. I'm building. You don't got to tell everybody your energy going to show what you've been doing anyway, bro. So all this, yeah, bro, I'm doing this. And I also want to give a shout out to Vaughn 2 Cut, because I was watching one of his old interview videos last night, and he was talking about with your manifestations, it's important to not really tell nobody your manifestations, because now your manifestation may not go how the way you may wanted it to go originally, right? And I do agree on that, bro. I'm not saying that you can't tell people your manifestations, but I don't really recommend telling people your manifestations, because now they're putting their own energy and their own manifestations, their own perceptions on your manifestation. You see how powerful it is? Because you're not the only one that can manifest, right? Dogs, I got a whole dog. She can manifest. I got a whole pit bull. She know how to manifest. Animals know how to manifest, right? Even if you a bot, you still know how to manifest. Even if you don't even got a soul, you still know how to manifest. If you got a spirit, you still able to manifest. Animals able to manifest, right? Somebody could be a whole bot, but they can still manifest, right? So don't just be telling people. I don't really recommend really telling anybody your manifestations like that, for real. And if you are going to tell people your manifestations, I don't recommend telling a whole lot of people, and you don't got to tell them the whole spiel of everything you don't got to tell you don't got to tell them everything that you're in the process of doing and building up. You see what I'm saying? Right? And I get it, right? Sometimes you might get excited, you want to tell people, but just keep building, bro. Just pop out and just let it naturally show, instead of always doing all this talking, because you giving out energy just talking about it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. But the person over here, they just quietly evolving. I'm not trying to compare it, but they're quietly evolving. They're not talking about what they're going to do or how they're going to do it. They're just doing it, right? Which person do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that's always talking about it? Or do you want to be the person that's in the background, that's in the scenes, actually doing it, actually getting to it, actually putting action to it, right? Do you want to be the person, yeah, bro, I want to start my own company. Yeah, I want to do this. A week went by, you still haven't started your own company. Or do you want to be the person who didn't tell anybody except himself and the universe, I want to start my own company? That same day, that person started their company. The next day, they're working on their company. The next day, every single day, they're working on their company. Which person do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that just talks about their company? Or do you want to be the person that starts on their company and works on their company every single day and works on it so much that you don't even have to say, hey, this is my company. The company just speaks for itself. The company speaks for thyself. The company speaks for you, right? You see how this happened? And one of the main reasons why this happened was because of quietly evolving, quietly taking steps, right? Instead of just, hey, y'all, I'm working on a new project. I got this, And then too, if you say a date on it, like, yeah, the project gonna be due next year, January the 15th. If you got a big fan base, bro, people gonna be even if you don't got a big fan base, if people like really watching you, they gonna, bro, somebody might expect that. A lot of people might expect that. So if you don't drop the project on that day, then what, bro? People might be looking at you like, bro, you're not being a woman of your word. You're not being a man of your word. What was that? You said January 15th. You all hyped up. You all ready? We waiting hours. It's January the 15th. You never dropped the project, right? What are you doing? So I'm telling y'all, bro, build off them quiet evolving. When you evolving, even if it's quietly, still build off that. In positive ways, I recommend you to still build off that. You can still build off that if you want to, bro. You don't got to sit there and be like, you don't got to sit there and not take it seriously because it's not the type of vibe that you want it to be yet. Keyword yet. Right? Before I end off this video, bro, yet. Right? Even if you don't have it, you do have it. And even if you say that you don't have it, you could be like, I don't have it yet. Why are you in this sense of energy that, oh, I don't have it? And then that's just the end of the sentence. Oh, no, I don't have it yet. Oh, no, I'm in the process of getting it. Or I'm attracting it right now at the moment. Right? Instead of just saying, nah, bro, I don't got it. But man, I sure would like to have it. You messing up your own manifestations right there. You literally just said, basically what you're saying is, hey, I really want this, but for whatever reason, I don't have it. It gives off the vibe like you can't get it or something. Even though in reality, you can get it. Right? But look, man. I hope you have females and males enjoyed today's video. And I catch y'all females and males on the next one, man. Peace. Peace reflections. Before we start, if you've been feeling called to go deeper, I'm now offering one-on-one spiritual alignment calls, 60-minute sessions, to help you realign and find clarity. Message me on my Instagram at HumbleAlu2 times to book your spot.